Y'all couldn't hear any of that. Hello, everybody, and welcome in. Welcome, Susan. Hi, Enid. Hi, Deborah. How are all of y'all doing? I'm a hot mess, right? We got the chat on screen. That's one point in my direction today. I decided to start dinner about 6:30, so that's why I'm running a few minutes late, and why I have no idea what we're kidding up tonight. Hi, Betty, and hi, Mandy. How is everybody enjoying Flossmas? Right? I'm behind. I haven't posted yesterday's video. I haven't even put it together yet. I've been lazy today, like supremely. Mm. Like I don't even know where the day went. Hi Kelly, welcome in. Um, 1 minute it was 10 o'clock in the morning, and the next it was 6 o'clock in the evening, and I don't know what happened in between. I wasn't asleep. I don't think. It just went so fast today. All right, where is my community board? That's what I'm looking for. Ooh, it looks like we're kitting up a Christmas design. Hey, Cheryl. How are you tonight? Okay, it looks like Sweet and Twisted from Silver Creek Samplers. I didn't bring my iPad out here. I'm a whole mess tonight. I'll just pull it up on my phone. It's okay. So we'll be kitting that up and then getting to stitching. I'm having a wonderful finish that Stitch December. If anybody hasn't caught up, I'm at 6 out of 11 of my finishes for the month. I'm so excited. Sorry, not home right now, and I have to keep the volume way down. It's okay. All good. You can still see the goodness. All right. I'm going to find the pattern. We're in Christmas stitching evil places. Okay. That's not right. Need to import from. Oh, there we go. Are you making progress, Cheryl? Are you getting through it? Does it feel repetitive since they're all kind of the same? Is that part of the struggle? Okay, let me see. Future project, Silver Creek. Ooh, stiff today. I haven't even gotten 100 stitches in today, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't know where the day went. It just up and disappeared. Did get a lot of work on my website though. Got a lot of stuff added today, so that was good. Silver Creek Sampler, especially because I'm gonna need the website to create me like an inventory that I can print out for taxes. All right, and it's Sweet and Twisted. Open. Yes, to all your questions. I get it. I would be in the same boat if I was in your situation. Like, um, hi Lori, welcome in. There's a pattern by Tell an Emblem, and it's kind of like a frame, and you put a monogram in the middle. And I was like, oh, that would be really neat to do for like all my nieces and nephews. And I'm like, but am I willing to stitch the same thing like 13 times? So I don't know about all that. All right. Sweet and Twisted has 5 colors. That's not bad. Looks like we got some white, red, black, or no, dark gray, pink, and some gold Kreinik. Okay. Um, so what color would we stitch it on? Nope. What's nope, Mandy? Oh, stitching the same thing multiple times? Yeah. I'm not so sure I could pull it off. If we're being honest with ourselves. Let me see if I can turn this. Rotate page. Hi, John. Welcome in. All right. So I'm going to switch screens. Give me 1 second. I really hope the chat shows up on the other screen too. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's go. No, oh, I don't have the chat turned on. Hold on. Yes, I do. It's not working. Darn. I was really hoping. And this view is horrible. Let's fix that. Let's put our little mat down. Get our camera down in place. Sure. No, I haven't messed with the volume at all. Does that get any better? It's showing my volume working. Um, okay. Apparently, if I turn the light on this, it doesn't work anymore. Okay, let me try the other screen and see if it still works. Okay, do we still hear me now? I gotta, can't see the chat. We're still good? Okay. Yeah, so this has a light on it, and apparently when the light came on, it affected the sound. So that now that's something we know. Sorry about that, Vic. I thought you were just at the beginning of the video when I didn't have my mic on at all. And so I text you, but that wasn't the case. All right. Hi, Rita Marie. Welcome in. How are we doing tonight? Everybody? Um, okay, go back to what we're doing. No, it was waiting for you. I heard you start talking and I was in the other room. Okay. Almost done adulting and ready to stitch. That's the best time of day. All right, so here's what we're kitting up. This is Sweet and Twisted from Silver Creek Sampling. And I need to go grab my fabric, but what do y'all think? Excuse me. I am so sorry. What do y'all think what color should we put it on? The colors in it are red, white. This is like $37.99, pink. And then of course a gold cry neck. So making confectionery. So happy to have something to watch to keep me company. Yay! You like what it's stitched on? I don't know if I have something that light. I also thought about maybe green. Oh, sorry. Janet's working. Everybody whisper. Mint green lately for Christmas stuff. Well, and see, the nice thing is it's not necessarily Christmas, but it's kind of Christmassy. What is the model fabric? Ooh, I'm going to just show off the pattern to y'all. Let's see. Cornflower, 18 count Aida. Okay, hold on. Y'all, I just got that in my advent calendar. I have this exact fabric. Should we do it? The called for fabric? I mean, because I had that, 18 count Aida cornflower, if I were on a whim, the whole shebang was one of the fabrics in the Nice List Stitchy box this month. Do it? All right, I'll go get it. Be right back. Sorry about that. Um, Ryan helped me find it. And here's what's funny. Okay, so Silver Creek samplers, right? So I got this 18 count corn flour from Fiber on a Whim in the box because it's supposed to go with Silver Creek samplers on the naughty list. How cute is this? I'm definitely going to have to kit this up at some point. So that makes sense as to why I got it. Okay. I'm catching up on chat. I know that's what I said. I like freaked out when I opened it. He's remaking a list. I've eaten it twice. That's cute. Okay. So ideally this was supposed to go for this, but that's okay. I don't have to do that. It'll be perfect for this. Because and you know what? Thinking back, it's part of the reason I decided to go for this box is because the three main artists for it were Silver Creek Samplers, The Artsy Housewife, and Ink Circles. All three of which I love their stuff. So I was like, if I'm gonna do a box, this is a good one. And then, so yeah, when I opened it, it was just absolutely amazing. On the naughty list would look good on something else. Yeah. Yep. So here is the cornflower blue. It's a little more vibrant than it's coming through on the camera. The camera's kind of making it look a little gray. But, and this is 30, no, this is 18 count. I don't know. Anyway, so let me see if I have any of the called for specialty threads. I don't think I do, but we'll look. This was the second fabric that we got. It's a 32 count water lily linen. I don't really like Witch-Oat linen. So there's that. Okay. So, and I don't know how long between when they're made for the boxes and when she's going to plan on putting them out, but I think it's probably just the box right now. Okay, so Weeks Dye Works. I might have the Louisiana hot sauce. Emma's Pink we put in something else the other day, I think. Pretty sure. That doesn't mean we can't find another pink. C, ABC. Usually a year. That makes sense. It makes sense that it would come out at Christmas time. So you'd have to wait an entire year. P, D, C. Doesn't even look like I have any E's. A. I see like A, D in the middle of all the C's. Yeah. And then let's see, this one is TS. Some of the patterns from last year's box just got released by the designers. P. I don't even think I have L's. Oh, yeah, I do. There we go. Lilu. So I don't have any of the specialty flosses. That's okay. We have plenty of flosses we could probably pick from if we had an idea of the colors. Okay. Let me see. It wants gold 5835. I have 028 and 002. Well, that's a filament. This is 002. I think 002 would work though. Just go ahead and pull that out. It's just the gold on the sock. Here's some randoms. Let me just look through this real quick. Oh, there's Emma's pink. Oops. It says coal is $37.99. And which that's the words, and I kind of considered maybe trading them into a deep green instead of a gray. Louisiana hot sauce. I don't think I have that one. Maybe. Nope, that's watermelon. And whitewash, 38.65. I think that's it. These are ones that just hadn't gotten added onto that other set yet. Turquoise, white walnut. That's it. Okay. Could do ribbon red or Turkish red. Are those? Oh, Cupid from Classic Color Works. For the red, I do have Classic Colors. Mm. I've got ribbon red. That one is pretty good. Let's see. Cupid. I have Cupid. It's got some really dark stuff though. I think I'm gonna go with the ribbon red. It's it's basically Cupid without the darker stuff. I would have to be really careful to get that dark against in certain spots. I think I'm gonna go with the more vibrant. Okay, so now we need, like I said, $37.99 and then white. Um, those are the only two colors in it. Shush, computer. But I was thinking, ooh, look. Do you see this? Where it's like, you can't really tell. It's a dark green, so dark it almost looks black. I'm thinking maybe that instead of, oh, if setting it against something would help you tell the color. It does not show up on this camera. Let me see something. If I do this, this is Erin Go Emerald. Look, my camera still wants to show it a lot darker than it is. Wow. Okay. What's the name? Erin Go Emerald. It's just a really dark emerald green. I mean, to the point it's almost black, but not quite. But it's got just enough green. That is like the tartan plaid colorway. See, and it's a little more blue and rich than like this green. See, it's a little darker than that one even. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking gray is just boring, right? I do feel like the white needs to be pretty white though. Um, so I will go with 3865 for the white. I mean, I could go green, but I feel like that's a little too departing from the pattern for me, for this. So, oh, all right. So we got green, red, pink. Maybe we'll do this just so I don't have to clip links. We'll just throw these all in there. B5200. That's what I usually do. So, I mean, do we think this is better than this? The pattern is super snazzy, more vibrant. More vibrant will be on point. Yeah. Making a live action call. Let me. Isn't there something about like taking the picture and then turning it black and white that tells you which colors are best? See. I wish I could like throw pictures up on the screen that are better than these cameras. Someday. Someday I'm gonna be super crafty like that, but today is not that day. Okay. So like if I do the black and white, my camera does not want to pick that up. It wants to give it a light that's not there. It doesn't exist. Yeah, a couple of strands is different than the whole skein. This is true. These two are really close though. I mean, like in the black and white photo, you almost can't tell a difference. Almost. The B5200 is always extra white, but at this point you could close your eyes and choose. I mean, right? I need a bag. I mean, red is most appropriate, right? I'm gonna just put this with it, and if I change my mind later, I change my mind later. Well, look how easy that was. And I've been wanting to stitch on 18 count Aida, and I wasn't sure what I was going to use that for. We gotta go add it to notions. Not yet. It stays in these bags until I actually start it. Although I'm starting to get so many of your bags, I may not have to do that for very much longer. Everything will just have its own bag. I'm a little too obsessed with your bags. I didn't mean please any from this set, although I may have before this set came out. I don't know. I can't remember. But I did mean please some from the next set already. Looking for notions because we got to put in the kit. And then we will get to stitching. It was super easy tonight. Add a new project. I normally do this on my tablet, so it's a little easier to see, but okay. I was a good girl then. Because I saw that snowflake one and I was like, kind of hope I me please that. Not that I need it, but. All right. I didn't bring my tablet out for whatever reason. Well, both the projects I brought to work on are both on my Android tablet, so got me full addicted to Notion. I'm even looking at an ADHD life planner template on there. Ooh. Welcome back, Enid. Can make more of those. Right. No, I know. You had so much going on. It was crazy. What was the name of this chart? Sweet and Twisted. It was by Silver Creek. I'm not starting it yet, but it is fully kitted up. How big is it? Oh, it's on my phone. It is 65 by 76. 65 by 76. So Nati, who created the database that I've just kind of modified for my own whatever, just put out a 2025 update, and now I've got to figure out how to implement it without having to start all over, because the visuals are different and I like it. Hi, Suki. Welcome in. I might have to go kit mine. Let me know when you decide to start it. I might go ahead and start it with you. Okay. I don't know. I mostly just kit stuff and with someday. So that's a small. It's always a 500 stitch yearly goal. The corn flour we're going to add to the fabrics. I don't know if I've ever even gotten anything on Fiber on a Whim. So this is even Aida. Fiber on a Whim category. I'd say it's a bright blue. It's definitely blue. And so that's done. Oh, okay, go back to my projects. Y'all, I have a problem. I'm scared of the update, but I do want to work through the changes she made on Notions. See, I'm trying to see if there's a way to implement some of those without, having to start from the beginning. I don't know why I need to cough so bad tonight. 1 second. Okay. Where is she selling the Notion? If you've already bought the template from her, you get the update for free. Otherwise, it's on her Gumroad. So just Google Stitchy, Nati, Gumroad, and it'll pop up. And it's like $9. You're way more skilled with it, so I was going to let you update it and share it with me how it went. So I bought a meal planner from somebody on Etsy, and she puts out updates, and she's explained how to implement the updates into the original. So I'm thinking I'll go and watch her videos and see if I can do that with Nati's. um, if I can figure out how to do the same process with Nati's updates. So it just, a lot of it is they've added new things to Notions, and she was trying to figure out, she was playing with it and got it implemented into the new um, 2025. And then I'm sure it updates like, because I knew I was going to have to go in and update like my countdown one. I'd have to change it from linking to my 2024 to linking to my 2025. So I knew I was going to have to make some of those edits myself. So she may have found a way to do that. I'm not sure. All right. So we got the fabric. I think that's it. Cover photo. I don't have the photo on my phone. I can change that. 1 second. Oops, no, good notes. Just going to take a little screenshot here. I'm going to crop out some of the crap around it. Say done. Save the photos. Now we can go back into Notions. Add a cover photo. Say done. I like to add it up here too. So the reason I do both, I know it seems a little redundant, but when you need to look at the picture, you can't click on this. See, it just takes you to the bottom. You click on it, takes you to the bottom. So I can click on this one, I can have it, I can download it, whatever. But this one, oops, when I go back to my main database, whoops. Okay, so here's my main database, and I scroll down here, I have a set where it says projects active, and it shows the cover photo that's on the top. So that's why I have it, so I can look at it really quickly. I could be like, oh, look. And I just updated this today to remove all the projects that I've just finished. Welcome back, Lori. You're stitching. Awesome. So yeah, we're all set up. I did, oh, so I can show y'all. I did download the update. I just don't know how to merge them. I don't want to start all over. Like, I've done way too much here. But if I go into like the project, see how the card looks now? And it like has all these stats that update automatically based on everything that you've put in. And so it just looks neat. So this is hers, right? This is how a project card looks on the new one. Okay. I wish I had my tablet because then I could show you a side-by-side comparison. But if we go back to mine, this is what a project card looks like on mine. So you see why I kind of want the update? Because it has all this information. You just had to scroll down a little bit, but it looks nicer. And it does the stats and stuff off to the side for you. So, I mean, I looked at it a little bit the other day while I was at work, but I will try and look at it more tomorrow. And if I can figure anything out, I will be happy to let y'all know. So, because I've also made a bunch of changes to it, you know, like my goals and my countdowns and all that, and I don't want that stuff to go away. So I just got to figure out. I got to figure it out. I like it better when people figure it out for me, but some things I have to do myself. All right, we're going to get to stitching. Is anybody else stitching? And if you are, what are we working on? I still haven't finished my daily 100 from for today on my full coverage. So that's what I'll be starting with. And remember, at any time, if you have to jump out of here on us, throw me a a message and let me know what you think our stitch count's going to be for tonight. And whoever gets closest at the end of the evening will get their name into a raffle that I will do at the end of the... Oh, also, before I forget, I will not be here on Saturday. I have an appointment that I have to attend, but so I'll be here tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. to noon. I don't normally do that on Fridays, but like I said, I can't be here Saturday. We have an appointment at 12 and it takes 2 hours to get there. So, all right. I'm going to just make a little note where I'm at. Yes, letter sled A to Z, second large sled of 3 to stitch. Awesome. You got this, Cheryl. I believe in you. Forbidden Fibers Advent is what you're stitching on. Okay. Not sure if I've seen that one. All this fabric in my way. So I'm working in this little area right here. Because there's the block, and then there's like 3 rows in the next block that aren't done, and then a few that are, because this is not a full block under here, so it looks a little crazy, but I know what I'm doing. If I do this, there we go. So I'm going to start with this one. It will not be a full 100 stitches, so I'm really going to mess with y'all's guessing tonight. So we've got a partial block here to stitch, and then whatever we get on the next one. I usually sign off of here around 9 o'clock. So we've got about an hour of stitching in because we did not kit for all that long tonight. Helps that I had that fabric. I feel like when we have to fabric dive is when like we do the most chatting. Oh, hi Kai, welcome in. I'm so sorry I missed your chat. Kai is over on Twitch and says I'd like to stitch, but it's too late, so I'm just reading. Okay. All right. Do you have a good book? Are you enjoying the book that you're reading? Really wish I could figure out why my chat won't show up on screen. So let me do this. There we go. This is Mini Phantom of the Masquerade from Melissa Dawn. It's charted by Heaven and Art Designs. It is my oldest WIP. I started it for Stitch Mania in 2017. So the first day of May. It was my first. It's the first time I was doing Stitch Mania. I really like it so far. Dune Messiah by Frank Herbert. Awesome. Love a good book. I'm currently reading Lucky Charm from Anne Marie Meyer. Well, I'm listening to it when I drive to and from work, but yeah, sorry, Shannon. Shannon, hi, there you are. Scary Sampler by Heartstring Samplery. I do want to start that one eventually. Merry Christmas 2023, Retired Hade. Awesome. And you said that's a legacy project, right? It's like huge. This one is a mini, so it's 70,000 plus stitches. I am currently 63% done. How many is it? How is it? It's on my TBR. Lucky Charm is on your TBR? I'm liking it. It's it's a lot different than the things I've been reading lately, so it took me a minute to like mentally adjust, but I am enjoying it. And the narrator is okay. Honey Toity? Is that what you're stitching on, Deborah? Spell check. Okay. Do you want to put hoity toity? I feel like that's the saying. That one's not parked yet? I'm amazed. This is a whole mess here, y'all. Hoity. Yep, there you go. So many parked threads going on. This one goes over here. This one is the one I want to grab. Maybe. I feel like that's in the right spot. We're going to try that again. All right. Stitch just looks very narrow. I don't know why. Okay. Park threads confuse me when there are so many. How can you tell which thread you need? So I always work from the bottom. Well, obviously not these because they're in the next block, but I would take the bottom of whatever this block is and I would grab it. And then I look on my chart and I would be like, okay, that's this symbol. And you're only working down because you park in the topmost and you're working down. So if I pick up something in the very last row, I know it's only going to be in that row and then I'm going to go park it somewhere else. Whereas something in the middle, I work the rest of the way down. And so like right now, all I have right here are the very top row and then I work them down. The mess you're seeing is where I parked it in other places and I haven't pulled it back into a bobbin yet. So it's kind of messy, but I just pull them out of my way because I don't need them. I start at the left, right? So um, all the way over here, I know I'm not going to have to go this way because there are none that way. And then I just take this and I work it down. Risa Little Sidger did a great tutorial on parking several years ago. I think I've seen it. I don't really remember. I use Jessie Marie's parking tutorial. That's who I based all mine off of. I still think we each have our little nuances, like the things we do a little bit differently than each other, but the general basics are there. And she like gets out a sheet of paper and like draws and shows you how it works and all that. I think where we differ the most is probably like how we start and end our threads. Not so much on the parking thing. And I really like parking because, like, yes, there's a lot of threads, but that means I'm not having to go and thread the needle a bunch of times. I mean, I'm not having to go and pull them from the floss card. They're already here for me. I use metal sewing bobbins for parking. They stick to magnets and pull the thread through the hole. Hmm, that's interesting. I'd have to see that. So you always park in the spot where that particular thread will go. Yes. So, like, I'm going to show you just a piece of my pattern. Hold on. Okay. So the one I just hold on, let me move this over so you're not getting confused with that block. So this is it has the little triangle. This is Pattern Keeper. It has the little triangle because I know that's where I parked my thread. So I grab it from here. I stitch this one, and this one. See, it's all working down. And then I go and I put it in the, see, I start top left, which is why the triangle goes that way. And so when I go to the next block that has it, let's say this one down here, I would stick it in this top corner. So I know that when I go to pull it, I just go down to that hole and then finish that X, and then I'll work my way down. It's the topmost stitch and the furthest to the right. And then I work from the bottommost. So like when I'm working this block, I'll pull this strand first. Okay. And it doesn't have anything else. So we do the stitch and then we clip it. And then I would pull this one. I would stitch that one, then that one. You see, it's always, you're always working down. These are not very good examples because I know I'm weird. So if it were you, you'd park wherever you start. Thick. So this one's not a very good example because it changes so much, but I would have parked in this upper corner and then worked this way and then park it in the next block. So I hope that makes sense. And I just finished with 6 and I parked it. I think, did I? No. And I tend to either park in the block directly to the right or the one below. I don't tend to go over like 2 or 3 blocks to park it. If I have to go over 2, I'm just clipping that thread and I'll come back. So you'll notice my only parked threads are right along where I would start stitching. You don't want it to, because otherwise it would get way too crowded and crazy. These are all here because I just finished this block. These are here because I was working in this block. Same with these. So all of these came from probably either this, well, these probably came from this block, but you'll carry it. Well, yeah, but you don't park. You stitch the thread. That's different. If I was stitching all the way across, yeah, but not to park it. Sometimes you park it, but you're not doing it as densely as this because you tend to work most of your stitches. I do that with you've been parking on Space Traveler. On Pokemon, I've been working the thread as far as it'll go, and then when I either get to a point where it's gone, I clip it, or sometimes if it's going to be parked in a block that's a little out of, like if I counted to it, I risk screwing it up. I'll park it and yeah, you do a thread till it's done. Oops. Okay, there. And this is why Pattern Keeper has become so vital because, or so helpful because I can mark what I've parked and, um, and I'm not having to worry about highlighter that I have to erase or anything. But also, sometimes I won't count exactly correct. And so if I click on something that says it's parked, but yet my thread's not actually in that block, I know I can make that slight adjustment and that otherwise I would have been like, I don't know where this thread's going to go. I'll just clip it. I get what you mean. I've done that. I go through phases too. Sometimes all of the threads work my nerves and I'll go and use up the park threads to get rid of them. Yeah. But the fact that I'm not constantly having to go and pull a floss card for all these flosses really makes it move a lot quicker. Now, I'm still going to end up having to pull flosses most of the time, but just the quantity is diminished because Belinda. Oh, no. Megan was talking about Belinda. I do Belinda's method. I stitch the thread until it's gone, but start one box at a time. Yeah, yeah. That's how I do Pokemon. So, like, in order to decide what color I'm going to stitch next, I would go to the top leftmost symbol in the pattern, and let's say it's blue. Then I stitch it until I have no more thread. And then I go to whatever was right next to it. And then I stitch that color till I have no thread. I do that with Pokemon. I don't do that with my hates, though. I tried at one point and I screwed a bunch of stuff up and I haven't done it since. Okay, why not? I don't know what's going on here. What? I'm talking and stitching and not paying attention. Yeah, I do that sometimes when I watch live streams. I start talking to them. They can't hear me. Hi, you're going to get an ad in about 15 seconds. Just so you know. Okay, that goes there and here. So I'm doing this focus on a full coverage next year. And you would think I would choose this one because it's 63% done, 64 almost. And um, it is my oldest project. However, Alice is a gift for somebody. So I decided to focus on her next year. So, but this one's still going to come out a lot because it is going to be a focus piece, but not my main focus piece. So I'm going to still put 600 stitches in it a month. Um, and then the next year we'll be ready to finish this one. Scott has been spending the night setting up an alternate way for me to Zoom in case old Dolores decides to stop working. I just picked up the wrong arced thread, but that's okay. It's not going to cross over the one I was supposed to grab. And it looks like I'm missing one of my parked threads. I do that sometimes too. I've been known to borrow a parked thread and then not always put it back. Okay, this one's going to come over here. Oh no, because it's over here. That's silly. Just marked the wrong one is all. All right, let me do. I don't feel like they make these, the cases that are on your tablets and you're supposed to be able to like prop them up at an angle and they don't sit correctly for nothing. It's even got little ridges on it, but it slips right across them every time I tap on it. They're making noise out there tonight. A metal stand for my tablet and a hard case with a keyboard for my iPad. Yeah, when I'm at my stitchy spot, I have like a thing that holds it, but those hard cases with the keyboards are really nice. They help it stand up well. We're getting close to finishing up this block. And then we'll switch projects. That's not in the right place. It's okay. It's not going to make that big a difference. Why do I have Christmas carols stuck in my head? You know what? I was on a Twitch while I was cooking dinner before I went and helped Megan get Zoom set up. And I think she had Christmas music playing, and that's probably why it's stuck in my head. Mhm. I'm thinking that is in the wrong. Let me fix that real quick. See, I do it. I make mistakes, but I can figure it out because of the pattern keeper. The pattern keeper is amazing. Just gonna slip that right there. All right, so now we have 3 colors left that don't have stitches parked that we have to pull. That's not bad at all. I cannot get this floss off the floss card. I can't tell if it's windy or if there's something scratchy in my walls. I'm gonna go with windy. We're gonna go with windy. I really want to go with windy. Just not feeling confident in that answer. Entire possum family staying warm. No, it's a little scratchy, like a mouse. And we've had mice, not here, but like at my in-laws, we've had mice before. So like it's a familiar sound that kind of brings back not great memories. But it could very well, I mean, I see my curtains moving, so, but my curtains wouldn't make a scratchy noise. They're soft. It's a spider that used to live at Vic's house. Probably. She probably shipped it in a package because she's evil like that. She knows that Casey doesn't like spiders either and was trying to get him. I think Lexi is home. Yep. She went out with her friends tonight, so she's just getting home. Now she gotta go make me some snickerdoodles. There's this white cat that walks around outside that has like if I leave the door open to the shed, will like poke his head in and be all curious. And of course, the second I move, he skedaddles. But I did see him earlier tonight. 38-22. We have one more color after this. Last color, and of course it's a ninja stitch. Oh no, there's one in the block next to it. Now tomorrow night, I'm gonna have an interesting time because I do a daily 100. So there's one, two, three, 4 rows. Yeah, 4 rows left of this block, and then I'm gonna have to do 6 rows of this block, which there's only 7. I might just go ahead and do all 7. before we go back to the top. But this is the bottom of the project, so very, very bottom. And when we finish this page, we will have completed the whole second column, and there's just one more column of 3 and a partial page. So super exciting. But that's still like that's 45, 5, like 30,000 stitches. I'll be spending a few days working on finishing for Joni. I have 34 of them. I thought only 32 last night. Goodness. But y'all came up with a game plan for each one, correct? So it's not like you're having to like figure out what the finish is. You're just having to make the finish. Let's put this one up here because we'll work this block before that block. There we go. All right. Now we're going to clean up our mess because it does kind of bother me. I am back too. Hubby came home and had to get him handled. I understand. I have a few that I have to pick out fabric for. They will be pillows or wall hangings. Awesome. All right. So we're going to separate these slightly. So if you see, I'm gonna see if I can get y'all in real close here. You can see the distinct line of where these blocks end. So I'm going to separate these flosses from those. These will go in one plastic bobbin, which I left in the house, because I'll work on it tomorrow. These will go into this one, which gets readjusted every block, but it helps keep them pretty and out of the way. And so, except those, because I'm fixing to cut those. All right. And so then I bought these from Vic. Well, these ones that have something cutesy on them, I bought from Vic. I have some of the plain ones that I bought off Amazon. So, and then it just kind of keeps them all out of the way. And I loosen it. There we go. I clean up some threads over here. All right. So let me take a picture. That was my daily 100 on this. I did not do 100 on stream. So when you're factoring it into your guess, it was not a full 100, but just right. Back up and away we go. So we can switch projects. She looks so gorgeous. This flower is it's just too much. I love it. And I'm doing this 1/1 on 28 count Lugana. Okay, Lori says 187. I'll get you noted down. We still have about 30 minutes of stitching, so where's my notes? Purple pen ran off. So Lori, 187. Now I'm switching to another. I thought you were done. No, I still got 30 more minutes, but it's not a bad guess. And if you want to change it later, you're absolutely welcome to. I'm just switching projects. This is QS Ladybug. It is by Ching Chow Quick, and it is also a Heaven and Earth design. So it's not full coverage, but I keep it as one of my full coverages just because it's Haid. But we have more stitches than I thought. Okay. 663 stitches, or 633 stitches left on this project. So we're going to see what kind of dent we can make in the next 30 minutes. Where is my floss? Rude. I wonder if I have a kit available. I'm going to have to go get floss. I might have some right here. Nope, I already borrowed that one too. All right. Stitchin' Darlin says 81. Oh, we got a little bit of floss here we can work with while we wait for Lexi. Where am I at? Your timing is excellent. Yep. It is.
Pretty cold.
Did you have fun?
I did.
Okay.
Why? This is mine.
No?
Oops.
Oops.
Did you see?
Hmm? Aw, no, I hadn't seen it. Thank you. Lexi says she loves me.
I need a heater out here.
It's up there. I just didn't plug it in because I'm not cold.
Oh.
Oh, that's jacket on.
Have a jacket on and I'm still freezing.
What is the temperature right now? Do you know?
52.
52. I bet Shannon's laughing at us. She's up there in Canada. Or Cheryl. Actually, I'm pretty sure everybody on stream is more north than we are, except maybe Vic. Vic is
Wow.
In Florida.
I'm freaking dying. Sorry. I wasn't meant for this weather.
Are you starting on the snickerdoodles?
I haven't yet. I just got home and I ate my pie from McDonald's.
Gotcha.
It wasn't that good. I didn't like the holiday pie thing.
I made dinner. It was pretty good.
It looks good. I may warm me up some. I don't
Tim-
know if those chicken nuggets fill me up.
Oh, I'm sure there will be leftovers you can warm up for lunch tomorrow. It tastes kind of like Chef Boyardee.
Oh. Okay, I'm going in the warm.
All right, baby. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
These are out of the wind.
True. Lori's in Canada too. 52 is warm. It's 58 windy in Florida. I'm in North Georgia, so it's high 40s right now. We were 27. Anyway, sorry. We were 27 when I went to work the other morning. Got a bit of a cold front in. She's one that gets really cold very easily, though, and it takes her quite a bit to be able to warm up. This girl wears sweaters and hoodies in the middle of summer, and it gets up to 104, 110 here during the summer, so. And then meanwhile, Ryan's walking to school in shorts, even though it's 40 degrees outside. It's 28 where Mandy is. That's very cold. It's below freezing. So I have this really dumb AC heater combo that I just bought this summer, and it's brand new. Apparently, if it gets below 41 degrees outside, it shuts off. Like, I need a heater at 31 degrees, and it just shuts off. It's like, nope, too cold for the heater to work. What? What? Lucky it doesn't get that cold very often, but when it does, that's when I need a heater. Megan is in North Georgia also. Shannon says 18 feels like 9. It is chilly where Shannon is. Hey, Megan. The other Megan would like to know where in Georgia you are. John says it's 15 in upstate New York with 18 inches of fresh powder. Kelly says it's 50 in Northern California. The two Megans live close to each other. That is awesome. We got ads in 3 minutes over on Twitch. 36 degrees Fahrenheit in Colorado. Are y'all getting any snow there, Enid? Stitching Darlin says 37 in North Alabama. I love the weather reports we get at every stream. It's great. Like, I'm chilly in here, but it's not bad. Like, I probably wouldn't take off my sweater right about now, but I didn't have to turn on the heater. It takes an hour to get from Philly to Philly. Is the audio cutting out for anyone else or just you? Audio and video are getting choppy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm getting massive dropped frames. Off to bed. Guess 217 stitches. All right, Rita. Have a good night. She has a lot of confidence in me. I have Shetland sheepdogs, so my dogs are crazy right now with the cool weather. They love the freezing mornings last week. When I was in high school, it was always fun when it got cold because the horses would get super um, active, like running every morning, and you could tell that they just were enjoying themselves. They're like, man, it just feels great out here. It was always fun to watch. And my horse was always much more willing to go for a ride in the cooler weather. She pretty much hated me during the summers. I'm gonna figure out how to get a stitching group together in my hood. I live in the middle of nowhere. There's no stitchers out near me. That's why I hang out on Zoom with a bunch of crazy people. Vic knows me just a little too well. I went to a stitching shop and there was a bunch of women there stitching and they were totally my crew. I wish I could have sat with them, but I needed to do my shopping in Jet. Elizabeth says I'm in South Carolina and it's 38. So I definitely have one of the warmer temperatures at 53. My young shepherd loves the snow. He buries his toys. 3, 4. I'm almost 2 hours from EJ and Sheila, but I don't get time to meet up with them as often as we would like. I met up with a stitching group in Austin a few times, but it's a 5-hour drive for me, so it didn't happen very often. My Labrador Retriever goes nuts for snow. Water, whether in liquid or semi-solid, is all good to him. I loved riding in fields, big drifts. I would do a Zoom one, but I don't know of any or how to get on them. My dog doesn't seem to care about heat or cold. He doesn't sleep with a blanket, but he doesn't care for the rain too much if it's windy. Just pray the horses don't do anything too crazy that's going to cost you a lot of money. We had a nice big field for them to run in, so they did. Enid, did you join the Virtual Stitchers group on Facebook? There's a bunch of us on there that Zoom. And there's instructions on how to Zoom. So, if you're ever interested, I try and get on Friday nights, Thursday nights. I've been meeting up with people during the day a little bit lately. Megan and I were on a couple times this week. I'm the crazy one. Hey, it works for me. It's all good. I like to say I stitch like I write. So I start here and move down. In 2020, IRC, I got on a needlework Zoom on my MacBook Air, was testing if it could handle it outside on my deck, and there was gunshots in the distance that the Zoomers could hear. Somebody was like, "Oh my God, you should move away." Oh, goodness. Need a new strand of floss. And I Zoom with a few channel owners, lots of fun. I'm lucky that my LNS is 5 minutes away and do a monthly stitch group. There's a few here that do that, but I'm really far away. I have 2 stitch groups here. I'm excited for the one Saturday night. We are dressing in Christmas PJs and having a breakfast potluck and doing an ornament kit exchange. That sounds like a lot of fun, Kelly. I would absolutely love to do something like that. Gunner is in his bed all curled up. It's chilly in here, so I went and got him a thin lap blanket. I put it on him to see what he does. I have 5 minutes. That's dangerous and convenient. Right. Would love the convenience, but yeah, keeping myself out of there so I don't spend my entire paycheck would be difficult to do. Okay, we have about 10 more minutes. If y'all want to start making guesses on how many stitches I got tonight, or that you think I can get in the next 10 minutes. The person closest to what I actually stitched will get entered in a raffle that we will have at the end of the month. Last month, Kate won a stitch and button bag. Um, Normally I stream on Thursday evenings from 7 to 9 and on Saturday mornings from 9 a.m. to noon Central Time. I will not be able to do Saturday because we have an appointment. So I will be live tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. to noon. So if you're interested in joining me again, that is a time when you may do so. Long ago, I was about a mile or so from an LNS, an easy walk. I had way less money then. Here in Georgia, gunshots in the distance means someone is probably target shooting. If a cross stitch shop opened up local to me, oh my goodness. I know fall is officially underway when I start hearing the rifles. No one died and the guy got arrested, I'm pretty sure. When I realized where it went down, it freaked me out because I walk around that area sometimes. Your LNS is doing a smalls exchange for Christmas on Sunday. I really need to get your project FFO'd. Vic. Megan says her first Dutch Hound would be under blankets in August. The rule was to check if the couch was breathing before sitting down. The other day, it must have been really cold, and Toulouse, my big orange cat, um, got himself wrapped up in the blankets and was snoozing, and Ryan did a flying leap onto the bed. Toulouse did not appreciate it. If coyotes too and those scare you. I actually I was at work the other day and one walked right by. I sent this picture to Ryan. Coyote walked right by my truck. He looked so content, didn't he? It's good looking. All right. 178, 147, 123. 178. Cheryl. 147. Enid. 123. Suki. 127. Megan is 140. Mandy is also 140. John is 168. Stitchin' Darlin is 108. Interesting, Megan. I only hunt Pokemon on my walks, nothing that's breathing. Kelly says 136. That's it. We got 6 more minutes. That last hour went by real quick. Shannon says 172. And remember, it's the closest without going over. My cat likes to sleep on my bed, but I have to make it first. Gus was particularly glad when Casey got out of bed at 5 o'clock this morning to go to work. Now, the cats will sleep with us, but they lay like on the edges of the bed or like down by my feet. But he decided to curl up next to me like a baby. And he looked so ridiculous. I mean, focus. He just laid there right across me. Sweet boy. You had coyotes in your subdivision once? They were telling us to haze them by shaking trash can lids at them. Hmm. I'm probably going to keep working on this project for a few more hours while hanging out on Zoom, because I would like to get it finished soon. It is one of my Finish That Stitch December projects. I had 11 of them picked out, and I have finished 6 of them so far. Buddy says 168. Megan, now just go back inside. I'm not scaring off the coyotes. Only really an issue if you have like an outside pet, like that one cat that kept coming to visit you, Megan. Someone got a little carried away and wasn't paying attention to her pattern. Hard fix though. Oh, 173. Okay. I can double them. I'll just give it to both people. It's fine. 1, 2, 3. Ended up screaming my head off. Some guy came running with his Rottweiler looking dog and sicked his dog on it. The coyote decided to run away. You didn't scare me.
I didn't try to.
You did, actually. I jumped.
Oh.
Wasn't expecting you to walk in the door. You're really got really good timing about showing up right at the end of stream.
Are you better in?
Yeah.
I was kind of suspecting that because it's almost 2 hours in sleep.
Yeah. Just finish up this strand because it only has a couple more stitches in it. What up, Bubba?
What's it? I was just bored checking out here.
You're supposed to be gaming, aren't you?
Yeah, but that ended a while ago.
Doesn't never last very long. All right, we're right here at the end. I'm gonna get this last stitch in. What?
With the football talk or whatever. Oh. It's the 49ers versus Rams third quarter, and it's only 3-6. I'm used to teams having more than that by third quarter. With field goal and a touchdown.
All right, let me make sure I've got all my stitches highlighted. All right, let me get Betty's down. I feel like y'all were all massively ambitious with me tonight. That was a weird noise. So. I had 42 stitches on Phantom, and then 91 stitches on this. So 133. Let's see. Stitch and Darling said 108. Enid said 123. Suki said 127. Looks like Suki gets it. She is the closest without going over. So I will write Suki down as getting a raffle ticket for tonight. Do you see that purple pin back there?
Yeah.
Can you get it?
No, just see your camera.
It's okay.
That's fine.
All right. So starting 12, 12 is Suki. All right. So that's it for us tonight. We kitted up Sweet and Twisted. We stitched on Mini Phantom of the Masquerade. We also stitched on QS Ladybugs, which I'm going to continue to work on tonight. And if you'd like to join me tomorrow, I'll be here 9 a.m. to noon. And that'll be it for this week because I have plans on Saturday. So. Thank you everybody for joining me. I feel like we had good conversation tonight. It was good.
Noon when?
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I normally do it on Saturday morning, but we have that appointment in San Angelo. Okay. What's wrong with tomorrow?
None?
You're making a face.
I was just saying, I'm pretty sure if everything goes well, I'm probably gonna be out by that time at the house.
Where are you going?
Burrito place.
Oh.
And is it, if it's okay with you, if Gage is able to go, can I buy him breakfast?
It's your money, bub.
Okay.
Vic says, hi, Ryan, you brat face.
Hi, Vic.
Alrighty. Well, y'all have a good evening. And I will see some of y'all here in a little bit. And the rest of you, I hope to see very, very soon. Have a wonderful night.